says the secret to a loving relationship is cheering for all the same teams. She says, yeah, unless it's Gryffindor completely destroying your Slytherin ass. From the No Boss, No Rush Studios in Scottsdale, Arizona, where sports, laughs, and just the right amount of chaos collide. This is the S3 Podcast.
What's going on, everybody? You are listening to the S3. I'm JD. She is Ms. Lady. I'm Jeff Demers. Ms. Marnie Tisdale with you on this Friday after it's Friday, which is awesome. Except for the fact that we're locked in for the weekend,
for
pretty
the weekend.
much. But it's going to give us opportunity. Well, me anyway. You just chill and relax. I'm going to be basically here.
I never go anywhere, anyways.
So
I'm not even gonna notice the difference.
Let's work on getting you in the press box for a couple games next season. How about that? Let's work on your journalism skills. And so it's not too big. I will be in the press box for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday against the Angels and Saturday against the Twins. So that is gonna be fun. Hopefully the Diamondbacks can actually turn this mess around. Turn the mess around. All right. Wow. I'm spazzing out a little bit today. Like, what's going on with me today? Like, literally, we just, before you went grocery shopping, because we need to have food to eat for the weekend, they're repaving our neighborhood, by the way, which is why we can't drive out of the neighborhood as of 6 a.m. tomorrow morning until Sunday. So we're in. We actually had the discussion of like, what would you want for dinner and all this stuff. And we decided like, we're going to have salad and go, which is awesome. Yeah. You also got pizzas, so we can have an alternative. We can go one way or the other, which is great. But like just 5 minutes ago before we started, I was like, hey, what's for dinner tonight? You just came back with the food.
I did. You got me giggling.
Out of it. I'm a little out of it today. So anyway, we've got NASCAR as always. We've got Back The DBacks, who are struggling right now, also kind of sort of struggling. The Mercury's on a 2-game losing streak. Hopefully they can end that tonight. We'll talk about them. We got Pack Wars. You got your pack?
I do.
All right.
I'm
going to have to make sure that I sit up because I don't think you can see the card now because I got a different
If you hold it in front of you, I could see it when it was in front of you like this. But when you put it off to the side, it went away.
So I'm redoing the background for those of you that are watching on the lives on Facebook and or watching the replay on YouTube. I'm redoing my background. I'm simplifying it. Right now I've got jerseys, I've got hats, I've got a whiteboard, I've got like all this stuff back there. Just going to throw up my my Prime Movers mastermind thing, and that'll be the background for everything, all my podcasts. So we'll be doing that. But we got Pack Wars. We're doing our first NFL pack to see who wins that. That should be fun.
That's great.
That's the start of our NFL pack. Oh, by the way, I still haven't given you the rest of the baseball cards to
I don't. We need to get another notebook. I don't know if you remember that or not. But the notebook I have is already like, I can't put anything else in there.
All right. Got it. We got the sheets, but we don't have the binder. Yeah. So I got to pick up a binder. Can't go now. Not until Sunday anyway. All right. Anyway, what's first? Let's
headlines and horrible dad jokes.
All right. The headlines may not be horrible, but the dad jokes definitely are. Use them at your own discretion. All right. Headline number 1. The NBA Finals could end tomorrow as the New York Knicks are trying to close out the San Antonio Spurs in Game 5 on Saturday. Gotta give major credit to the Knicks, which is the first time I've ever done that as a Celtics fan. But like that comeback was insane. 29 points down. They still win the game.
It really was.
To lose a game, though, on the other side of that,
just blew that one.
If that was a regular season loss and you gave up a 29 point, I would still be having a serious discussion with the head coach. You did that in the finals.
And they kept it
unacceptable
all the way through into the fourth quarter. It was still like a 15-point difference, and they still let them close the gap and win.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd be mad too.
The game tomorrow is in San Antonio, and it's reported already that Knicks fans have been buying the majority of the tickets. You cannot let that happen.
Not on your home court.
Unbelievable.
Right? Come on, Spurs fans, get your shit together.
Like if they lose, which I hope they don't, but if they lose, like Spurs fans play, you don't play this at a neutral location. You play this at the one team's home, the other, so you have home court advantage.
That is a huge part, I think, of how the Knicks came back, by the way. Their crowd was insane.
Their crowd was definitely insane.
They were 30 points down. Anything they did that was even tiny bit good. The Knicks got wild.
I think it was all Taylor Swift, personally. I think it was all her. She was wearing a Knicks jersey or t-shirt, but it was a Stevie Nicks.
But it was spelled with a K.
Yeah, that was
it
pretty
was
good.
Cute. I'm kind of interested in the story behind it. I always thought of her as not being a real sports fan. I almost feel like I have to apologize. Like, I know she goes to all the Chiefs games, but she's gonna marry a Chief, so like that made sense that she was there as support of her guy. But she was at that game with a group of women, and there was no men in sight, and they were all very clearly like into the game. They stood the whole game.
Yeah.
They were like a little cheerleading section over there.
It was pretty good. Ben Stiller was there. I mean,
I got to admit it.
I like it. All right. She's going to make the Knicks so popular.
Probably. All the little girls that have never heard of.
Who do you have? Do you think San Antonio has what it takes to come back and win the next three?
Going into this, I thought it was a sure bet that the Spurs would take it. I didn't think the Knicks were going to be able to stand against them, but I got to say the momentum the Knicks have and how far ahead they are in the wins, they only got to win one more and it's theirs.
Yeah.
So even if they lose this first one, they're probably going to get the next one. So I think at this point it's looking a lot more in their favor.
I'm trying to figure out where like Knicks fans get all this money to pay these stupid prices for tickets, man.
Well, there's a lot of celebrity Knicks fans. Let's not forget too.
Well, not only that, but like
people.
If you think about it though, if they've been saving up to see the Yankees in the World Series, they've been saving up for a long time. So
right.
Going on 17 years. So little jab. I gotta get that little take it. Yeah. All right.
They have one of those the rich celebrity fan bases, like the Lakers are another team that have the rich celebrity fan base. So
all right. Hey, what do you call a well-balanced horse?
I have no idea.
Stable. Oh. Stable. We told you they were stupid. Shut up. Headline number 2. I don't know if you heard about this. I've been following this quite a bit because he plays at Texas Tech, but the Brendan Sorsby drama continues in the Big 12. The Texas Tech quarterback who was found guilty of gambling on sports, including placing over 40 bets on Indiana when he was the quarterback for Indiana. He was suspended like indefinitely. He's recently been diagnosed with a gambling and anxiety disorder and recently completed a 35-day stint. Guess where? Right here in Arizona. According to his attorneys now, quote, Sorsby, it became a habit for me to bet. He wrote in a statement to the NCAA at the end of May, quote, my betting became a compulsion, which made it virtually impossible to resist the constant notifications I received from the betting apps. I lost complete control of my addiction. I now realize the apps controlled me and I did not control them. Now it took me a minute to get reeled in. Like I do like maybe $5 a day. And I actually haven't done a $5 bet in like 3 days. It's insane. But I used to do like hundreds,
Yeah.
So like it's a real deal. Now, with that being said, it's against the rules.
Yeah, you can't do it while you're playing. He would have had to bet on what? Professional sports?
Yeah.
Another sport entirely. But
he bet on professional sports too.
Even if you're betting on yourself, like you're saying, like, I think I'm going to win, you can't. There have been too many fixed games and stuff throughout history. That's not
now, here's the thing.
Allowed.
He requested an injunction at Lubbock District Court on Monday and was deemed eligible to play this season for Texas Tech, which goes against like everything, because they're like, hey, he has a mental disorder. It wasn't his fault. Like, if you allow that, that opens up
it does. I gotta say, it's fairly easy to show that you're proactively fighting it, though. Like, you could have the therapist on file, you could have your phone with none of the apps on it and stuff like that. So a little bit I get where you could, because giving a person a chance to overcome an addiction is kind of a big deal too. But
we've talked about players getting suspended all the time for betting on their teams.
Yeah.
You know, like the Big 12 is now saying that even though the NCAA allowed it, basically, he should still be able to be punished by Big 12 bylaws.
Right.
Because the NCAA is their own like thing.
Yeah.
Right? It's
the oversight
the Big
committee,
12,
if you will. Yeah.
But the Big 12 is its own conference. They have the right to police their own people.
Yes.
So now they're saying he should be punished by Big 12 bylaws.
It's no different than a team deciding to trade someone because they didn't like their behavior when the NFL only fined them about it.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. So
yeah, exact same thing.
They do have the right.
So now, with what little you know about it now, because you just got jumped in on it, it is a mental disease. He broke the rules. Should he be able to play?
I don't think they should just let him back in right yet. I think he should have to at least have a year, which I know is a big deal in college because there's a limited amount of time that you can play.
Well, he was granted his 6th year of play.
Okay, so he's already at the end of this anyway.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah, I think you might have messed that up because you'd have to have enough time frame to show you meant it. Because if you look at all the celebrities that go to rehab, they're in rehab for the 3 months, they get clean, they come out, they're great, and then they're immediately partying again like 2 weekends later. You have to give a chance to show the behavior is actually corrected before you can accept it.
The rehab here in Arizona,
I think you might have messed up.
The rehab at the Arizona Gambling Rehab Center was only 35 days.
Right.
What do you do during those 35 days? You just don't gamble. I mean,
you're going to like group therapy and stuff and talking about your feelings about gambling and whatnot, probably. It's just enough time to say, like, yes, I realize there's a problem, and yes, I realize these are the triggers, if that's it. And if you're not, that's why I was saying, like, you should still be in therapy because you need to have that, like, consistent check-in with somebody that's holding you accountable. Anyways,
I say no because they've like everybody else moving forward and the ones that they've suspended in the past can now say, well, it was a mental disorder. I'm going to go spend 35 days in Arizona.
Right. And get right back in.
And get right back in.
That's what I'm saying. There has to be a grace window where it's proven, so to speak, at least. So. And he blew it. If he's at the end, if he was granted the 6th year at the end so he could play that one more time, like, he blew it, in my opinion. Doesn't mean he can't try out for a professional later when he has proven himself, but
I think if he doesn't play this year, it'll be in the NFL maybe next year, but the NFL has issues with gambling too. So we'll see what happens.
Caught a couple of times. I agree.
All right. What do you call an angry carrot?
I have no idea.
That would be a steamed veggie.
A steamed veggie.
Wow. All right. Headline number 3, the Arizona Cardinals 4th round draft pick, Kaleb Proctor, a rookie defensive lineman for Southeast Louisiana, could miss, quote, quite a bit of time, according to head coach LaFleur, after tearing a meniscus during OTAs. That's not how you want to see somebody young start their career.
For reals.
So, yeah.
It's as bad as Cam getting that injury he got at the
beginning. The thing is, it's a torn meniscus, not a torn ACL. So,
right. A little bit. He may get in this season.
Chance of seeing him on the field is pretty good this season, hopefully. All right. Where do polar bears keep their money?
No idea.
That would be in a snowbank.
Snowbank.
Snowbank. Yeah. It took me about 10 seconds to pick all these jokes. All right. Game 6, headline number 4, Game 6 of the NHL Finals is on Sunday. The Carolina Hurricanes lead 3-2 over the Las Vegas Knights. The game will be in Vegas on Sunday at 5 p.m. on ABC. I think it's cool. I mean, Vegas has already won a championship. There's still a relatively young hockey team. I love their colors, the gold and the black and like all that stuff. But I also love the fact that they've proven that a team that has the backing of the fans and the owners can succeed in a hot climate. Like it gets almost as hot, if not just as hot in Vegas sometimes as it does here in the desert.
Yeah.
Right. So
that was the excuse for the Coyotes, right?
I'm cheering for Vegas. So the Coyotes have no excuse because they left. This is the power of a new owner. This is the true power of a new owner. They left Arizona after sucking for a while, and they were in the playoffs within a year.
Yeah. Ownership out here sucks. Ownership out here sucks bad.
Yeah. Multiple teams. All right.
All of the teams.
All right. So what did the triangle say to the circle?
I don't know what.
You're pointless.
You're pointless.
Pointless. That one I actually like. I like that one. You're pointless.
Sounds like
mean. It's a little mean, but I like that one. You're pointless.
My geometry teacher in high school would have loved that. He had all the crazy math dad jokes, like what does a mermaid wear in algebra?
Oh, Jesus. All right. What's next on that note?
We back the DBacks.
We do, and it's so
getting hard. They make it tricky sometimes,
but we're not leaving them. Granted, look, we are diehard Boston sports fans the old way, but we live in Arizona, so we do support the teams here as much as humanly possible, including if they give me press credentials, which they do. So I back the DBacks 1,000%. The Arizona Diamondbacks right now absolutely struggling. I mean, there is no nice term to put it. They currently sit at 500 with a 34-34 record. I guess that's the only positive is they're at 500, not below 500, but they have lost 10 of their last 13 games. They've been swept twice in their last 4 series against the Mariners and the Marlins.
Right.
So basically any team with an M. They have no series wins in their last 4 series. They did tie the Dodgers. They 2-2 in a 4-game series against the Dodgers.
Returning champions they managed against.
But everybody else in terrible teams, they're just like, well, they beat the Giants. If they could just play the Giants and the Rockies the entire year, they would be in
fine.
The playoffs easily. Right. The problems for this team are so many, and they're on both sides, especially on the hitting side. They were outscored in Miami by a total of 20-6, and all 6 runs by the Diamondbacks were in the first of the 3 games. They put up a goose egg, 0. First off, have you ever tried a goose egg? I just want to throw that out there. Have you ever ate a goose egg?
I don't even think I've had goose. I've always wanted to taste one.
I've never done it, but
I'm a meat eater. Sorry.
If I was a goose, I'd be kind of pissed because we're using their eggs as a big fat 0, as a bad thing. Anyway, they've scored 0s in their last 2 games. So they just got swept in Miami. They're playing in just a few minutes. Matter of fact, I think I got the first pitch alert. Red Sox are already losing in the first. All right. They're starting here shortly in Cincinnati. So that might be a good thing. The Reds are currently sitting at 32-35 on the season. They have a 500 record at home, though, at 16-16. Arizona has just a 13-20 road record.
Okay.
The positives, well, Cincinnati has also lost 10 of 13 games. They are coming back after winning just 1 game of their 6-game road trip. They beat the Padres in one of those games. They're also struggling on the run side, but it has been well over a month since the last time they were shut out in a loss. We cannot say that for the Diamondbacks. They get shut out often.
Yeah.
Arizona should, emphasis on should, have what it takes on the mound to at least give them a shot at winning the series. They have perhaps their best two pitchers in the rotation working the first two games of the series. Eduardo Rodriguez is on the mound tonight for game one. Erod, as we like to call him here in Arizona. Actually, we called him that in Boston too. Has a 2-1 record so far this season. He's pitched 78.2 innings, allowing just 68 hits and only 22 runs. He has exceeded expectations, to say the least. Coming off a loss against Washington, but he did pitch into the seventh inning, so it wasn't necessarily his fault. It was a lack of run support. For Cincinnati United, they have Nick Odolo, who lost his last start as well, giving up 10 hits in 5 innings. So a definite opportunity for a struggling offense against a pitcher with an ERA at 5.51. He has a 6.75 ERA. That's earned run average for you beginners in front of the home crowd, which is where he's pitching tonight. This is a battle of the lefties, which should work out well for Torey Lovullo's lineup. For Saturday, Michael Soroka will toe the rubber against Rhett Lauder for Cincy. He also has over a 5.0 ERA, he being Lauder. So again, opportunity for some runs here. Soroka has the only win in the last week for Arizona starters, and that was on Sunday, which I was there covering them against the Nationals in a 5-1 win. He went 7 innings in that game, only giving up 3 hits and the 1 run for the day. So on paper, we're looking pretty good to at least win this series. On Sunday is where we just kind of close our eyes and hope to see Zach Gallen put up a solid outing without giving up multiple home runs again. Right. He has a 3-5 record, 0-3 on the road so far this season. He's got a 5.43 ERA overall, but has almost a 7.5 ERA on the road.
Yeah, it's a huge difference.
Gallen will go against Andrew Abbott, who has a 4.10 ERA and has not allowed more than 3 earned runs in a game since April 24th. That's not good. No. He's got at least 5 innings in every start since that April 24th start, and in most cases has finished at least 6 innings. Right. He's got a 4-4 overall record. Like I said, I'll be back in the press box for Sports Media X coach JeffDemers.com for all 3 games against the Angels next week, along with the Saturday game against the Twins. So if you go to the game, hit me up on Twitter at SMAHTSIDE, SMAAHTSIDE. I will be on there. I'll be on Facebook, and you'll be able to read the recap the very next morning, depending on – actually, I should be able to get Sunday's game out early, but the late games, I think the games Friday and Saturday I've checked, but those are 6-something games. I'll check. Usually on those games, I post first thing in the morning when I wake up. So, All right, what's next?
Mercury Rising.
The DBacks are struggling. The Mercury kind of struggling despite losing their last 2. The Mercury can actually win their 3rd game in their last 5. So a positive there is they take on the Los Angeles Sparks tonight at the Mortgage Matchup Center in downtown Phoenix. The biggest issue right now is not on the boards. It's the offense and losing the turnover battle. They had 16 turnovers against the Wings in Dallas in an 85-70 loss last night. They had another 16 turnovers against Golden State, the Valkyries, in that loss. So, in their last 2 games, basically, they lost the turnover battle 32-20. This is not a team that is going to basically outshoot the competition and light up the scoreboard every night. They need others to really step up. When you're looking at the stat sheet at the end of the night, you're seeing the usual contributors. You're seeing Thomas, who is always stuffing the stat sheet. You're seeing Copper, usually leads the team in scoring or is up there in scoring. I don't believe that this team is a 4-10 team. That's the thing. The hustle is there. They are out rebounding a lot of teams that you actually, like, if you look at the matchup on paper, you'd be like, oh, they're going to have a hard time down low. No, they actually out rebound those teams. They just need to cut down the turnovers, quit giving extra possessions to the other team, and they should start winning. They're not, like I said, they're not lighting up the scoreboard. But if you take 10 of those turnovers away and get down to the 8 or 9 turnover, you should be in a winning position.
Yeah.
Right? Tonight is the second matchup on the season against LA, both times at home. The last game they lost 97-88, and that was basically due to a bad second quarter. The rest of the game, they looked good. They were very competitive. But in the second quarter, they were outscored by 16. They had a 17-point halftime deficit, and they just couldn't come back from it. The Sparks are a good team. They're not great. They're good. They're at 6-6, but they have won their last 2 games. Kelsey Plum is their leading scorer at almost 25 points per game. They also have Nika Ogwumike at forward, who is actually the sister of one of my favorite ESPN NBA WNBA analysts, Chiney Ogwumike. If you can't picture her, I'll show you a picture. You'll be like, oh yeah, her. They're basically okay. So, like, but bottom line is that the Mercury has a chance to recapture that momentum. Look at it as if they can pull out the win tonight, they've won 3 of their last 5. Right. That would be great. I think if they limit the turnovers, obviously, and do what they can do to contain Plum, they can compete on the boards and maybe pull off a win. You'll be able to read the recaps on both, like I said, the Mercury and the Diamondbacks every morning when you wake up on CoachJeffDemers.com. What's next?
NASCAR at Pocono.
Pocono. Do you know where Pocono is?
East. But no, exactly. I always forget. Everybody calls it the Poconos, so I know what, like New York, Massachusetts.
Yeah, it's in New York.
Mountains, hills.
Yep,
okay.
It's in New York. All right. Let's check out the weekend schedule. The Truck Series is actually racing already, so we're not going to cover them. I will have an article on them, though. I'll have to check out that race so I can put together the article. Yeah. But let's start. Do you want to start with the O'Reilly Series on Saturday, or you just want to jump into the Cup Series?
Let's do O'Reilly first.
All right, let's do. So the schedule for the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, it's the Miller Tech Battery 250 presented by KOA, which, I mean, we know that name, obviously. No, we don't. It's at Pocono Raceway. The length of this track is a 2.5-mile asphalt paved tri-oval, which I don't get. This is not an oval. It's a triangle. Why don't they just call it a triangle? It's okay to just call it a triangle. Are they
trying to say it's round? That's why
it's got 3 turns.
Rounded edges.
There's 3 turns. That's a triangle. All right. Anyway, moving on. The date, of course, for this one is Saturday, June 13th. The time, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The person is $1.653 million. TV, you can watch it on the CW at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can listen on radio, MRN, or Sirius XM NASCAR. That's channel 90. The distance of this race is 250 miles. That is 100 laps. Stage 1 ends on lap 25. Stage 2 ends on lap 50. And the final stage ends on, you guessed it, lap 100. Let's go down to the main talking points for this race. If you want to scroll down in the notes. All right. Talking point number 1, Justin Allgaier's dominance. This season, he's been amazing. He's got 4 wins already. He's got a 179-point lead in the standings.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
He actually leads nearly every statistical category. I said nearly, but I use nearly instead of actually listing them all. There's a lot he leads. He's also, headline number 2, chasing history. He's got 32 career wins. That's 6 all time. He is 1 win away from matching his best season ever. All right. Speaking of Allgaier, but not speaking of Allgaier, let's talk about his team. That's Junior Motorsports. Junior Motorsports is doing something historic right now. They got 10 wins through 16 races, 47 top 10s, every 73 race top 10 streak.
That's extra crazy.
Yeah. That's also Connor Zilic returns. He won Pocono last year.
Yeah.
He's won 2 of his last 4 starts. He's one of the best young talents in all of NASCAR.
Yes.
I'm still debating between Zilic and Hocevar.
Yeah.
I guess my next driver because RIP Kyle Busch.
Yeah.
Which is another reason why I kind of blurred out because there's still a lot of Kyle stuff back there that I need to take down and move over to the back corner. I'm not just throwing it in a corner. I'm putting it on the wall in the back corner of the office. So anyway, so he's back. Corey Day is another guy that he should be moving up next year. Corey Day, his rookie campaign has been amazing. He's got 2 wins already. He's got 12 top 10s, definitely exceeding expectations. Also, Jesse Love, having kind of a heartbreak season. Multiple races lost late despite having winning speed and positioning, except for not being in the one position when the flag drops.
Yeah.
William Sawalich also heating up. He's got 3 straight top 5s. He is the Rockingham winner. He gained 59 points on the cut line recently, so he's starting to come out of the crowd. Brent Cruz, another guy that he's just like almost there. He's really close. He's been past late for wins multiple times this year.
Mm-hmm.
Cole Custer returning to Pocono. 2 Pocono wins, best Pocono resume in the entire field. And that says a lot because, again, there's a guy named Justin Allgaier there. There is a huge youth movement going on right now in NASCAR, especially in the O'Reilly Series. No driver older than 30 has won the last 7 Pocono races for the O'Reilly Series. For the O'Reilly Series. So there's a lot of youth coming out.
That's wild.
Like, Day is amazing. Like he'll be up again. I will give him 2 years before he's in a Cup Series car. Let's talk about the O'Reilly Series DFS Series strategy. So if you're playing daily fantasy sports, I use DraftKings. Let's talk about your targets for dominators. You're looking at Justin Allgaier, obviously most athletic at Pocono all time among active series drivers. You got 4 stage wins at Pocono. You got basically domination all season so far. Connor Zillett, we mentioned him. He's a defending winner. He's got a huge upside. And Jesse Love, like elite speed every week. He just misses out.
Not making that win. Yeah.
Some mid-tier plays to look at because you can't just pick all the best drivers because they're expensive. Carson Kawapel. We actually learned that's the way you're supposed to say it. Quapple. I thought it was Kawapel. It's Quapple. He's got a 3-race top 10 streak, which is really good. He is due for his first win. Corey Day, been talking about him, 2 wins already. Rookie sensation. William Sawalich, trending upward as of late. So look at him. Long shots. Brent Cruz. He has nearly won multiple races.
Right.
He's got excellent GPP for tournament play. That's points, right? So you need points to win. So look at Brent Cruz. Roger Caruth, also strong when driving JRM equipment. And Cole Custer, veteran experience at Pocono. Ownership likely lower than it should be this weekend. So if you're trying to stand out, the reason why that's important, if you're trying to stand out and you want to be in first place by yourself, and Cole Custer can pull out like a solid race, maybe even like surprise somebody and pull out a win, and you have him on your team, like your tournament team's going to look pretty damn good. That's basically what it's like. That's what it's like for all DFS, baseball, football, NBA. It doesn't matter. If you can find that one person that just might be able to have one of those crazy games, and there's always one, if you have that one person on your team, like you could win some serious cash. All right. Let's move on to
Cup.
Well,
back to Cup.
Who are you picking for the O'Reilly Series first?
That is a good question. My honest, like off the cuff without thinking about an answer was Justin Allgaier. So I guess
he's the safe pick. I would say for safety, pick Justin Allgaier. If you want to be bold, pick Connor Zillett.
Yeah.
I would say the dark horse for this race, actually Connor Zillett is not a bad pick for that spot. So if you want to put some money on him to finish top 3 or even win, like you should do pretty good.
Connor's always good choice at O'Reilly.
Let's do the Cup Series race. It is the Great American Getaway 400 presented by Visit PA.
Pennsylvania.
Is it Pennsylvania? It's in Pennsylvania, not New York.
It's in Pennsylvania.
Jeez.
I just knew it was East Coast.
All right. Why would I say New York? Unbelievable. I'm thinking of the Knicks. Why am I thinking of the Knicks? Stupid. Which, by the way, look, we didn't mention this. I just want to, you know what? I'll save it for the end. Remind me at the end that I had something to say, and I'll probably forget about it. All right. So the race again, Pocono Raceway, track lane, 2.5-mile asphalt paved tri-oval, which again, I hate that term. It's on Sunday, June 14th, the time 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The purse, $11.233 million. TV, it is on Prime at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or Radio MRN or Sirius XM NASCAR Channel 90. Distance on this is 400 miles. That's 160 laps. Stage 1 ends on lap 30. Stage 2 ends on lap 95. And the final stage ends on lap 160. So you have a 30 lap, a 65 lap, and a 65 lap. All right.
Yeah.
Good to go on that. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, and that is perhaps one of the greatest drivers of all time. That's Denny Hamlin. He's going for his third straight win. Not just third win of the season, his third straight win.
Yeah.
Hamlin enters Pocono after back-to-back wins at Nashville and Michigan. He's never won 3 consecutive races in his career. Pocono, however, is his best track. He has 7 career Pocono victories in the all-time, which is the all-time record. He's cut Tyler Reddick's points lead from 129 down to 51 in just 3 races. How do you have that discussion? Like,
because hasn't Tyler won like 4 or 5 races?
Well, not only that, but he's his boss. How do you be like, I'm catching Tyler? Tyler, what the hell are you doing?
Right.
How do you have that discussion? He's literally his boss. You're going to yell at him for letting him catch up.
Denny is good at compartmentalizing. Like, himself as a driver is a whole separate thing from 2311 for him.
You know, the biggest question, though, that is on every NASCAR fan's mind, especially Denny fans, is this finally the year that he wins a championship, though?
It would be nice to get to see him do it. Honestly.
He keeps stacking these wins.
He's got amazing. Yeah.
All right. Topic number 2. Well, Pocono, we've already mentioned it. It's Hamlin's house. Whose house? Hamlin's house. Nobody owns Pocono like Hamlin. He has 7 wins, top 2 finishes in 6 of the last 9 Pocono races. He's led at least 1 lap in 11 consecutive Pocono races. He has the most next-gen wins in NASCAR at 17. Dominance. My nose is just like, it won't stop running. It's crazy. All right. Number 3, Tyler Reddick's lead is shrinking. We've already mentioned he's getting chased down by his boss.
Right.
And that's a bad thing. Seriously. How do you compartmentalize that? Like, seriously, you got to be like, you go to JGR and your team's like, awesome, we're catching your guy. How do you feel about that? Like, seriously. I don't know how he does that. Like, maybe he's just like, MJ, go talk to him. I can't talk to him.
Right. Maybe.
I can't tell him to not let somebody else win the championship when I'm the guy that's probably going to try to win the championship.
Right.
How do you do that? It's like having the Joker in front of you. You got Two-Face. Like, no, that's his name, right? Two-Face?
Yeah,
the one
Two-Face.
that was played by who played it last?
I can only picture the guy from
Tommy
back
Lee
in
Jones?
the day, and I don't know that actor's name.
Was it Tommy Lee Jones that did Two-Face? I think he did.
I don't know, babe.
You should know this stuff. You're the biggest nerd between the
That's
two.
not who I'm picturing. So I can't think of the guy's name though.
Yeah, I think it was Tommy Lee Jones. All right.
He might have.
I'd
have to look back.
Headline number 4.
In a minute.
Which, by the way, if Hamlin wins Pocono and Reddick has trouble, the championship battle gets very interesting. Let's just say that. Headline number 4. Kyle Larson's 39 now race drought. One of NASCAR's biggest surprises.
It is.
39 race winless streak. Longest drought since joining Hendrick. Winless in 18 Pocono starts. He's finished runner-up multiple times during this streak. The question is Pocono finally where Larson breaks?
He is still regularly placing in the top 5. It's just for whatever reason, he's not getting that win. He went from having 3-4 win season and then like the next season.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
All right. Chase Elliott, on the other hand, is quietly the best Pocono driver of the next gen era. People are talking a lot about Hamlin, including us, but Elliott's numbers are, to say the least, elite. He leads all drivers in next gen Pocono points. He's the only driver with a top 10 in every next gen Pocono race, and the average finish of 6.25 at Pocono in the next gen era is one of the best. That's insane. Joe Gibbs Racing owns Pocono, though. JGR has been dominant. They won 8 of the last 13 Pocono races.
Okay.
Chase Briscoe won here last year. Denny Hamlin has 7 wins. Bell, Gibbs, Briscoe, all capable of winning this weekend. Bell just had a win. Didn't he, 2 weeks ago? I think it was a couple weeks ago. Maybe. No, because Hamlin won.
I don't think Bell's won yet this year. I don't have my phone. I can't Google it.
I think he won a race recently. All right. I'll have to look back.
I don't remember.
I write articles on this stuff, believe it or not. It's been a while since I haven't written an article with a headline that says Hamlin in it. So, right. I mean, there is that. All right. The playoff bubble is very tight, to put it nicely. The battle around the cut line is heating up. The current fight, Austin Cindric is +3 to the good. He's in 16th spot. That's his spot. Joey Logano, his teammate, is obviously 3 points behind him. Eric Jones, who's actually putting together a pretty good run lately for Legacy Motorsports. He's 18 points down, and Ryan Preece 19. Just 19 points separates positions 16 through 19. That's a good race, a great race, and a bad race. You could be above it. So any one of them could move up, and Austin Cindric could move down. So I'm not trying to pray for Austin Cindric to just hope you suck this weekend. I don't have a dog in that fight at all for Ford. But yeah, it's crazy. All right, Eric Jones, we just started talking about him, is suddenly dangerous. I don't think I've ever said Eric Jones and dangerous in the same sentence.
He's always been in the back of the pack, like the last 5 to 10 drivers.
Here's the thing nobody's talking about. Legacy Motorsports has found some speed as of late. And that's really good for Jones. He's gained 51 points on the cut line in 3 races. His average finish improved from 20.9 to 11.4 just over the last 5 races. He nearly stole Michigan last week.
He did.
So, that was insane. Another guy that's quietly going along his business. Well, not really quietly, because fans get on him a lot by how he talks to the media, if he's taken out or if he's not happy with not winning. But
because you can tell.
A sleeper pick for this weekend is Bubba Wallace. Bubba Wallace can definitely pull this out. Michigan may have been a really good sign. He finished 3rd at Michigan. He's got top 10 in 3 of the last 5 Pocono races.
Right.
He's only 1 finish outside the top 15 in the last 6 Pocono starts.
Right.
He might be able to pull off a win this weekend. Pocono's wild strategy history.
He wants that for sure.
Pocono races rarely play out normally. 7 of the last 8 races had a caution in the first 15 laps. Only 3 of 28 stage winners have gone on to win the race. Race winners often come from deep in the field, and fuel mileage and pit strategy constantly change outcomes, which is why we're going to talk about the DFS strategy right now. So Pocono rewards track position, long run speed, like Eric Jones, for example, pit strategy, drivers who manage shifting and braking quite easily. Because there are only 160 laps. Dominator points actually matter a lot less in this race than it would as in the Charlotte, for example. Where do I want to go with that? Place differential matters more than Dominator points. So if you have good drivers in the back of the field, you want to pick them up if you can afford them. Because, Dominator points will definitely matter more than just leading the race. Place differential matters more. Balanced builds are usually stronger than stars and scrubs. Let's just say that, because usually you'll try and pick 4 or 5 stars and then pick somebody like Ware, who's starting in 35th, which is usual. Usually starts in the back, right? That's the usual one. But balance, you got to be balanced this weekend. DFS favorites, obviously. Denny Hamlin, we may have mentioned him a time or two. Best track history, hottest driver in NASCAR, massive lap lead upside. Chase Elliott, safest top 5 play, elite Pocono consistency. Tyler Reddick, championship leader. I know I'm talking about all the favorites. I just said you can't pick all the favorites. I'll talk about the others in a minute.
Yeah.
Think about one or two. I would say probably one or two of the solid guys, unless somebody's starting in the way back and you can get them for a budget.
Right.
Ryan freaking Blaney. 2 Pocono wins, third in points. We've been calling him that ever since
his wife now.
His wife, but it was his girlfriend at the time. They started every race. Before every race, she would say, "Remember, you are Ryan fucking Blaney." Yeah. And he won the championship that year. Apparently,
he did.
Jesus. All right, so Ryan Blaney's got 2 Pocono wins, third in points. Christopher Bell, great JGR equipment. I mean, everybody in JGR is a threat this weekend, in my opinion. High upside if he qualifies well. DFS mid-tier targets. Okay, so you got Bubba Wallace, probably the best value play in the entire field. Chris Buescher, obviously, we talked about him, quietly consistent. Eric Jones, one of the hottest drivers entering this weekend. And Chase Briscoe is actually the defending race winner. Long shots. We don't shart on this show. I do that. All right. Carson Hocevar.
That's really
4 top 5s already this season. Aggressive, to say the least. Driver kind of fits Pocono. Daniel Suarez gained 71 points in the last 3 races. We got a lot of momentum. Michael McDowell, excellent at maximizing strategy type races. So, Cup Series winner pick for me, you got to go with Denny. He's the hottest driver right now in NASCAR. He's got 7 Pocono wins. JGR dominates this track. Momentum is unmatched entering this weekend. My dark horse pick is probably Chase Elliott. I wanted to go Bubba Wallace on this one. I really wanted to go Bubba Wallace on this one, but I like Chase Elliott in this one. If not Hamlin, then Chase. So I will ask you, are you picking Hamlin for the win?
I actually, my gut check reaction was Bell. I don't know if it's because we were talking about whether or not he won earlier, but he's a little ninja. He sneaks up and catches you off guard out of nowhere. You won't even be clocking him, and all of a sudden he's up there battling for second or third. And you're like, wait a minute.
Nice. All right.
I don't know. That's the one that popped into my head.
So if Bell is your winner pick, do you have a dark horse? Like, this guy came from out of nowhere. I can't believe he won.
Bowman.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's coming from an Alex Bowman fan.
He's having a rough season, so if he came up out of nowhere and just
I was going to say, where's your hat?
I would be wildly shocked and surprised, pleasantly so.
We'll have to look up his stats and see where he's at. All right, so that's DFS strategy for both the O'Reilly. You will see articles. I don't really write or cover ARCA, but you'll see the Truck Series articles and both O'Reilly and Cup Series articles the following day. So
we haven't made it
down those. All right, especially since we're locked in this weekend. All right. It sounds so bad, like we're in like survival mode. They're repaving our streets so we can't just drive out
like any celebrity that wasn't going to get attention during COVID. It's like balling on their house. But no, we're not that bad.
God, it's terrible. All right, what's next?
Pack Wars.
All right, we are doing our first NFL Pack Wars. So we've got this is the Panini Prism. Isn't Panini a bread?
It is a bread.
All right.
That's so apparently also Prism. A card.
I picked these up at Walmart. For those of you that want to build on a budget, these are about $20. So actually, it's like 17 something with tax. So pick these up. I was going to get some signature cards. I had to walk away from that section. Let's just say I stayed there for like 30 minutes. And I had like a lot in my hand, and then I'm like, we're only going to open up a pack a week, but I had a lot in my hand. So I think I should be commended, like seriously, for my restraint. Like to go to this. All right, open it up. Let's tear these open, see where they're at. All right. Ooh, shiny. I see shiny.
They are shiny.
You won the last baseball one, so I will give you permission. All right, fans. Basically, we want to know from you who wins Pack Wars. There's 15 cards apiece. And who are you starting your NFL collection with? Who's the first card?
DK Metcalf.
DK Metcalf, Pittsburgh Steelers. I've got very shiny Lamar Jackson. Look at that. Look at all the light. Like, yeah, I can't really, because it'll disappear on me. So I have to keep it like in my. All right. So I got Lamar Jackson. Who you got?
Texans, Eric Mold.
All right. I've got Miami Dolphins, Chop Robinson.
I win.
What?
Drake May.
Oh, you suck. Oh, you suck.
Oh, that's so exciting.
I was like, there's no chance in hell our first pack is going to get our quarterback.
Drake May.
Ah.
Drake.
I might get a May. I might get a May. We'll see. Maybe. It's going to be May. All right.
That made me very happy, universe. Thank you.
All right. So that's two. Who you got next?
Didn't you do one?
Oh, wait, wait. That was
after
your
Drake
third card?
May? I think.
Right. I've got Geno Stone from the Bengals.
Okay. Then I got Caleb Williams on the Bears.
All right. I've got Throwback from the Raiders.
I definitely win. Go ahead.
You can't do that.
I saw it.
Get my ass kicked. I got Rich Gannon from the Raiders. Throwback day for that.
I got Stephon Diggs when he was still a Patriot.
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, these are 2025, by the way. These are 2025. So that's good because that was the only year he was a Patriot.
I got unless we're smart enough to get him back, which I'm still secret.
For the Vikings, Kyler Murray would be thrown to this guy, TJ Hawkinson. Oh, I don't know.
Brandon McManus on the Packers.
All right. So, I mean, I know, like, because we're Patriots fans, you're saying we're winning. But like, for overall football fans, like, if I just throw a Saquon Barkley out there at you.
Yeah, he's great. He's one of the best players in the NFL. So.
Well,
okay. I'll put you back in the running for Saquon.
I'm bouncing back. All right.
Tony Pollard on the Titans.
Running back, solid. Baker, the touchdown maker, Mayfield.
Nice.
I like that one.
Dylan Sampson on the Browns.
I got Kelvin Banks Jr. from the Saints. Get some old lineman love there.
Jordan James on the San Francisco 49ers.
This is a throwback. Jeremy Shockey from the Saints. Oh, I love this next pick.
Ooh, I got a couple. Okay, so Marvin Harrison Jr., the Cardinals.
Oh, you got the Cardinals.
A Cardinal that I actually like watching too and think is really good.
Damn.
I know he's had a rough year, but I still think that had more to do with what was happening in the locker room than skills.
I will see your receiver with another receiver, T. Higgins. Like I'm kind of liking these
where it's going,
pick where I'm at, but I like yours too.
And look what else I got. Stephon Diggs, take two. I think it's the exact same card, honestly, but this is a.
How'd you get two of the same cards?
I don't know.
All right, well, I've got an Arizona Cardinal, probably the best offensive. What do you mean, probably the best offensive weapon right now that they have in Trey McBride. Also, perhaps the best tight end in the league.
That's a good one. I got another Brandon McManus on the Packers. Pretty sure I had that one before too. I'm not pulling these out of the pile. They're still in my hand.
Trey Harris from the Chargers.
Myles Garrett. He's on the Browns. Oops.
All right. Throwback. Deshaun. Look at this card. Look at all this pretty.
That's nice.
Deshaun Jackson.
I got some fancy ones here too.
Deshaun Jackson. All right.
Yeah, that's the Colts. Okay, so Tyler Warren on the Colts. Look at this one. Fireworks.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah,
I like that one. That one's cool. Dylan Gabriel, who's competing for the QB job with Shedeur Sanders and Shedeur Watson, which he probably won't play.
Got another Marvin Harrison Jr.
What? Oh, that one's awesome. Hold on. Let me take a better look at that one.
That's cool.
I like that one. Fractal. Fractal? Is that what it says? Fractal?
Yeah, it says fractal.
What the hell's fractal mean?
It's a kind of way that light prisms out, so they must just be playing off of how the light.
Fractal rock? Fractal rock.
That was my last card.
All right, my last one, Travis Hunter for the Jags. I don't know, but I mean, because we're Patriots
2 Stephon
fans.
Diggs, to Drake May, 2 Marvin Harrison Juniors. And there were a couple of other good ones in there, but you got a Saquon Barkley. That's pretty big because he's one of the best players in the entire NFL by a
I got the best tight end.
I would need like a Christian McCaffrey to compete.
I got arguably the greatest running back in the game right now. I've got one of the most exciting quarterbacks to watch, unless he's playing the Patriots. Like I got T. Higgins and I got Baker Mayfield. Honestly, we're gonna have to leave it up to the fans, but just being Patriots fans, like I was hoping I was gonna get a Drake May. Yeah, I was seriously hoping I was gonna get a Drake May, and it didn't happen.
And I wanted I actually wanted a Ramondre Stevenson pretty bad. He's my favorite, as you know.
Well, we're not done yet. We got all football season for this.
Wicked excited about having 2 of Stephon when he was a Patriot, because you know how hardcore I am. Like I want him back. They need to send that man.
Oh, by the way, some news on that note. He was found innocent, right? And so the NFL just came out and said he's not going to be punished for anything. So like teams should be ready to start like picking him up.
Yeah.
But from a fan point, like I love the fact you got 2 MHJs.
Yeah.
And you got the Drake May and you got the Diggs. I like those because those are the 2 teams that we hope win. I mean, one really doesn't. The other one does. But
you know what would have been the deal breaker? I just realized what we would have needed to break the tie from our own minds.
Yeah.
If either one of us had gotten a JSN.
Oh yeah.
Jackson Smith and Jigga would have definitely.
I would send it to him immediately.
Hard.
I would send it to him immediately, and we donate $1,000 to whatever charity for his autograph. Like seriously, even though I don't think we'd need to donate, but just for him being nice, we would totally do that. All right. So that's pretty much it. Oh, for more content on CoachChefDeMers.com, I love doing articles that bring out discussion. So I don't just do like game recaps. We have a lot of those, but like I came up with some pretty good ones. If you go on to CoachChefDeMers.com, you've got the greatest MLB team ever. I built the ultimate all-time 40-man roster. I've got one for does LeBron James deserve a statue and which team should build it. That discussion's on there. That article's on there. And the one that I came up with recently, the one that I came up with yesterday, I actually have a few more in the pipeline. But the one that I posted on Thursday, which was yesterday, if I'm correct, what if Michael Jordan, after he won his 6 with Chicago, decided to just jump on the phone and call some of his friends and create a super team like LeBron James does?
Right.
Like, who would he have matched up with at the time? And there were 6 options that, like, if he would have matched up with any one of those options, like, you would have easily added 3 to, like, 5 titles. Easily.
Right.
Would have been insane. So that article's on there. So that was fun to do because obviously it's not possible. But that does bring up a question though. Like, and we can end with this question. A lot of fans get on LeBron James, me included, because he jumps from team to team to team, whatever suits his needs best to try and get his rings. And the name of the game is to get rings, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, individual stats is one thing, but you want to be known as somebody that won championships, right? And was responsible for that. So there is that side, but I think we would be saying if Michael Jordan went on 4 or 5 different teams to win 6 titles, I do not believe we would be talking about him in the same way that we talk about him today, because he did it all on one team. One team, like, which was insane. I mean, he said, like, when LeBron went to Miami, he was asked, like, would you have considered joining other teams? He said, no, I didn't want to play with those guys. I wanted to beat those guys. Like, that's the main point behind it. But check out the article, because there's like Shaq and Penny and Kobe and Shaq and Olajuwon and Drexler. Like there's quite a few different matchups, like even matching up with Stockton and Malone after beating them in the finals so many times. What if you just said, all right, let's join the team.
Yeah.
Seriously? We wouldn't be talking about Karl Malone and the guy that never won a title and one of the best point guards in the league ever to never win a title, and John Stockton. Like, we wouldn't be talking about that. It's insane. All right. Lady M, Ms. Marnie Tisdale, we're locked in for the weekend. We've got snacks. We've got salad. I've got multiple sets of cookies up here. Yeah. You know what? You go out and get the food. I've got nacho Doritos. I've got Cool Ranch Doritos. I've got M&M chocolate chip cookies and stuff. I got the necessities for being inside. All right? You worry about the food.
I've got apples downstairs too. Just gonna throw that in the mix. Apples
I think that you can have plenty of those apples. Apples and peanut butter is one of my favorite snacks, by the way. Is it not? Like, I love them.
No, it's good. You like to do the apple nacho style, or the apple snacks. You do peanut butter and then chocolate chips. It's really good with walnuts.
Raisins. Is. I actually found out that if you peel it, you did this because you make everything for me. You dice it up and put it in my Greek yogurt, my vanilla yogurt. And that tasted amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right.
Apple
that's it.
And chocolate chips.
We're back on track. We'll be back next Friday because I don't have to cover a game next Friday. So we'll be back next Friday. You'll always be able to capture the replay on YouTube. Make sure you like and subscribe on YouTube. Check out Lady M on X, Lady M _S3 on X. Myself, Smartside, SMAAHTSIDE. It's a Boston thing. Shut up. On X as well. Come on, argue with me, call me an idiot. Like, it's nothing that she doesn't do on a regular basis. So she does not do that. We seriously, we've been together and been best friends for forever, but we've been dating for 4 years now going on?
Yeah, almost 4 years. 4 years.
And we seriously, I don't we've never really argued. There's no, I'm walking out, slamming the door behind me because I got to get the hell out of this house. That's never happened.
Never will.
Never. No, it won't. It won't. All right, Lady M, Ms. Marnie Tisdale. I'm Jeff Demers. Lady M, what are the magic or the final words?
Keep loving sports.
That's a wrap on another episode of the S3 Podcast. If you laughed, learned something, or yelled at your screen, we did our job. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, and share the show with your crew. And as always, we want to thank the brave men and women serving in uniform and all of our veterans who've sacrificed for our freedom. We'll see you next time on the S3. And go Team Slytherin. I mean Gryffindor. I meant Gryffindor.